I really appreciate being inducted into the ND Hall of Fame. ND athletics encouraged me to compete, to learn from my mistakes, persevere, work through adversity, and practice sportsmanship. Additionally, it provided a framework to develop as a scholar athlete. ND provided such a great balance of high-level athletics, high-level academics, and the seeds of personal growth. Overall, Notre Dame taught me the value of service to others. While the community at Notre Dame provided a great venue to compete and be successful at the most competitive academic and athletic levels, it also demonstrated a strong ethic of service to others. Coach Gibbons, Coach Albinger, and Coach Violano had a very specific impact on my hockey progression and on the overall development of the ND hockey program. Coach Gibbons took a shot on me as a freshman, the only freshman he took that year, on a team with a ton of upper-class talent. He gave me a tremendous opportunity to not only learn the ropes of high school hockey and practice, but to actually gain game experience regularly as the season progressed. Coach Albinger brought an extra expectation of winning to the program. I feel fortunate to be part of back-to-back state championship title games, the first being a celebration of the first state championship for ND in 1982. I learned a lot about winning in that first championship game, and unfortunately a lot about losing the next year in the 1983 finals. What I have come to begrudgingly admit was still a great hockey game. But honestly, coaches were everywhere at Notre Dame, and while I may not have realized it as a teenager, I can earnestly say that as I've reflected over the years, some of the most profound impressions on me came from my other coaches, those I had as teachers, or from the baseball program. I can still vividly picture specific moments where their actions influenced me. For instance, Coach Bill Parkinson inspired excellence in not only knowing your subject matter, even if it was a series of facts about the Old Testament, but also in being able to handle the pressure of sharing that knowledge on a moment's notice. Coach Ralph Proto in freshman world history class let you know that game days were important. We knew when the basketball team had a big game that night. I could go on sharing the great examples set by Coach Thomas, Coach Capello, Coach Gersha, Coach Kingsley, Coach Marcucci. I remember these teachers and coaches as teachers of commitment and responsibility. You respected them for their passion they shared in teaching their subject in sport, even if you didn't play on their team. My hope is that ND athletics remain successful, not only in winning, but in teaching athletes to be responsible ambassadors of their sport, and for the students to be future leaders in their respective careers and communities. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents. I love you very much. My coaches, teachers, brothers of Holy Cross, especially Brother George, Brother Benjamin, Brother Terrence, Brother Greg. I'd like to thank Pat Clifford, my guidance counselor, and my lifelong friend, Marty Benson, who nominated me for this. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my wife, Yim, and my son, Ethan. Thank you again for this great honor.